And today we're going to cover the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2021 season. And today I got with me the best high school coach in the world, Coach Kevin the Bull Jones. Coach Jones, welcome to the show, man.
B, it is good to see you. It's
Man,
good to see
it's
you.
been too long. It's been too long.
Way too long, B.
Well, good, man. It's good to be with you, man. I know you're excited about the new upcoming football season. I know you get ready over at your school, and the NFL get ready. The collegiate guys are getting ready. So let's talk about Tampa Bay, man. So what do you see in Tampa Bay this year? How are they going to perform this year, and what's your prediction?
Well, I tell you what, all the tickets are sold for the season. So if you want to get a ticket to that show, you're going to be in trouble. But, you know, they truly rolled the dice, B, and said they're going to bring everybody back for one. Let's run it back. And that is amazing because in my mindset of what I've watched all these years of football, how many times we talking about the glory days of the Steelers when they didn't have free agency like that.
Right,
that
exactly.
You know, and then the onset of the Cowboys in that dynasty, and they had they were able to work some of those things. Jerry Jones was able to work it with free agency. You really just haven't had a whole bunch of this to ever happen again. When it has happened, it was the Patriots, and it was with Brady. So I find this to be, from a mental standpoint, are you as hungry as you were when you won it the first time, like that boxer be? Are you still hungry now that you are the hunted?
Right, that's right. I like that because it's amazing, right? You know, Coach, there's an old saying: if you can't beat them, join them.
Ooh.
And when New England won the Super Bowl against the Rams a few years ago, I just threw my hands up. I said, no, I can't hate Tom Brady no more. I'm going to buy me a Tom Brady jersey. And I'm going to wear it, man, because this guy is off the chain. And then so last year he come in Tampa Bay, and, nobody expected Tom Brady to do that. Well, come on. I mean, we know he was a great quarterback, great player. We all thought he was at the end of the line. There's no way this is going to happen. And, Coach, it happened. And on the podium, right after the game, he said, I'm coming back. Now, it's something about that guy that's special past the football field. That's why everybody signed, because Tom Brady is bought in, and he's getting everybody to stay and hang around. And let's do this again. Listen, man, I'm telling you, it's possible that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can do the impossible in 2021. It's possible.
Yeah.
And what is that? To run the table from beginning to the end. So the only thing Tom Brady hasn't done as a player is run the table. He came close. Right. I think it was 2007 against the Giants, but he lost the Super Bowl game against Eli, but they were undefeated up until that point.
Right.
There's nothing else for this man to do but run the table. Now, here's the other thing we need to know about this season. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the easiest schedule in 2021.
Wow. That sets it all up, B. That sets it all up. Yeah.
It sets it all up.
Right.
It sets it all up. So what I did today, Coach, I'm Tampa Bay, they're in the division with my team. So I figure I got to tell the truth. I think Tampa Bay is all that, but I had to put my shirt on today, Coach. I had to put my shirt on because I want people to know I'm not a Tampa Bay fan. But if you can't beat them, we got to join them, man. We got to join them. But Coach, I do want to say this. The star power that they have on their offense is really incredible. I mean, we look at, of course, we got Tom Brady, right? And God forbid, in his old age, he don't get hurt. But he's proven the test of time before. And so in the running back room, you got Leonard Fournette and you got Ronald Jones. Man, you can't have two better backs in the backfield.
Correct.
And then the wide receiver group is the best trio in the NFL, hands down. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Antonio Brown. Wow. And I'm telling you, and after those three, they don't slack up because Scotty Miller from Bowling Green is a little monster in the room. One day he's gonna get his day. And so, you got Tyler Johnson out there. And then the tight end room is the best tight end room in the league.
Wow.
Rob Gronkowski, Cameron Brate, and O.J. Howard. Coach, you don't get better than that.
Right.
And I'm not going to even talk about their O-line. Their O-line played at a high level last year. They got several All-Pros on that team, on that line. Bruh, it's going to be hard. And we know their defense. Their defense has been rated by ESPN as of now the second best defense in the National Football League. They got everybody re-signed, Coach. So, man, the only thing I can see, unless something crazy happened, they're going to repeat. They're going to repeat. And but I love y'all, Falcons. I love y'all. Y'all can upset them if you want to. I'm all for that. I promise you, I'm all for that. So, Coach, final words on Tampa Bay.
Well, I can see right now, B, that their greatest Achilles heel last year was their rushing game as far as statistical concern. They were ranked 29th in the NFL. But, I mean, it's kind of an oxymoron because you got Tom Brady turning around and throwing the football. They scored more points than anybody else in the NFL last year with 492 points total. They had 59 touchdowns.
Crazy.
So, and I asked the question, with Pierre Paul coming off the edge and Shaq Barrett, who I thought was the most important acquisition. I call it acquisition because they needed to get him signed up and have him back on the team. Where is your vitamin for success? The challenge that makes you work harder every day. They brought the coordinators back, which from a coaching standpoint, I just think that's totally, you're really kind of bulletproof when you do that. So the only thing that can hurt the Buccaneers are the Buccaneers, and knock on wood, we hope nobody gets seriously injured. But when you got all 22 coming back and the head coach and usually a coordinator stolen.
Absolutely. Gone.
Well, now you got everybody back. So from the coaching point of me, B, I just think that it is the Buccaneers against themselves. And if they want to all buy into that whole mindset of I want to be a part of history, something that's that you talk about the Steelers, you talk about the Cowboys. I think that right there is the total caviar nugget of what's going to make them great this year. Self-motivation, everybody on the same page, and keep the deflection. They're grown men. So I think that they're going to repeat. I think the Rams are going to give them a little bit of trouble somewhere along the line. And with exception of the Rams, I think that they should repeat to get to the Super Bowl. I don't know if they're going to win it, but they'll be back.
Well, I tell you, that group over there in Missouri, Kansas City, they pretty good, and so they have shored up their offensive line, and so it's going to be pretty interesting. And then there's always the teams, Coach, that we don't count on. Those teams that we don't count on. Because Baltimore can flat out get it done if they turn it. Pittsburgh, the way they played last year, early to mid-season, can be in that number. Buffalo is going to be a strong team again. They are getting better and better each year under their quarterback. And so it's going to be interesting. We're all excited, man. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. You know what, B? Here's the thing about it. When it's all said and done, watching Brady go through this, I call it a second career. Watching him go through that and be able to turn back the naysayers. I mean, that is truly a motivational thing that for all players in all sports can look at and say, hey, you know what? If you keep your body in great shape, because people don't talk about it, but he really does an excellent job of keeping his body in shape. And that's why he's able to play as long as he does, and he gets rid of the football. So I truly believe, with that being said, B, I think that it's going to be phenomenal to watch them play. And like I said, they're going to be their own worst enemy and best defender and best scoring machine and best winner. It'll all start with them between the ears.
Absolutely. Coach, I'm in total agreement with you. Well, guys, that's our show tonight. If you like it, comment, share it with your friends. This is 100 Yards of Football, and we discussed the team preview of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2021. Coach, I'm excited. Coach, let's get our popcorn and get ready, man.
Yes, sir.